couple years ago, I was sitting in the classroom and I noticed that the chalkboard and everything in the classroom was getting really blurry.
I could tell that Jake was struggling with his vision. I took him in to see the eye doctor. When Jake said that he couldn't see the big E, I was speechless. The doctor diagnosed him with keratoconus. We were told that Jake was going to have to go blind in both eyes before he could have a cornea transplant.
Today we're counting down 7 unhealthy sins you never knew you were making, and Jake's story actually brings us to number 5 on our list, not getting a second opinion. When you are without a clear diagnosis, or maybe your first opinion, it just doesn't feel right. That was the case with Jake's parents, Lori and Jim, who are here with us today. Also joining us is Dr. Boxer Walkler, Jake's eye surgeon, and walk us through what you did to give hope to Jake and his parents.
I performed 3 procedures on Jake to treat his keratoconus. And the problem with keratoconus is that the collagen fibers in the cornea are weak. And the cornea can bulge out uncontrollably and can cause a lot of vision loss. The first procedure were intacts, which are micro-prescription inserts that we place below the surface of the cornea, and that helps flatten the cornea to improve the vision. It's typically a 7-minute painless procedure, and you can't feel them. It's like a dental filling that's there, but you don't even know it. Right after the intacts, we performed the second procedure, which is the Holcomb C3R. And here we apply non-invasively a special solution that gets absorbed into the cornea, and then we activate it with a special light that strengthens the cornea fibers, making the keratoconus treated and stabilized. And that's the reason why the long-term results are 99.3% success rate with it.
Wow, that's great. I have a question. If a parent is wondering if their child has this, or are there any other symptoms other than vision loss?
That's going to be the most common way that it will be detected. But in families that have keratoconus, a brother, a sister, a parent who has keratoconus, it can be detected even before there's been any vision loss with a very simple cornea picture device that's called topography. It takes a picture in less than 10 seconds.
And if you see that cone-like shape forming, you know that's a potential diagnosis. Well, that animation, very, very cool, but what I think is even cooler is we were in the OR. Let's take a look.
Today, Jake came back for the last step to correct his nearsightedness. This is the lens that I'm going to be inserting into Jake's eye. And it goes into a little cartridge. I'm pulling the lens, the implant, into the cartridge. Now we're going to make the little opening. We're getting ready to insert the lens. And the lens is starting to unfold. And then I'll tuck it underneath the iris, which is the colored part of the eye. I'm going to rotate the lens into position. So we got one side now tucked underneath the iris. Now we're going to tuck this part under the iris. That's the final tuck. Jake, did that hurt at all?
Not really. My right eye is done, time for my left eye.
So this is the lens for the left eye. Oh, I'm inserting the lens. You're doing great. Ready to close the left eye. We're all done, okay? Okay. You want to swing over here? You want to say hi to your folks there? I know there's a lot of emotion that's kind of coming out right now.
I'm just like really excited because I don't know really what it's like to see, because I've never really been able to see this good in a while. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Hey, I'm Dr. Travis Stork. Press here to subscribe to the doctor's YouTube channel and press here to help reduce tension.